we know within.
And we know that you have to join us this weekend. This Saturday is where we're going to lay to rest our good brother Kwejo Asaribafwe Champong. And he's left us, but we know that he will always be with us. Well, good morning to you and thanks for joining us for the show. As always, on AM Show, we bring you the best. But we also start with our great motivations each morning. Now, you know, many of the times we seem to think that we're paying attention. And when you're really paying attention, everything is your teacher. And that is basic. When your teacher, for example, is explaining a problem, let's say of mathematics, or when you're just reading a book on history, or when you're just talking to a friend who is telling you a story, you generally pay very little attention. But if we could find out what it means to pay attention, perhaps learning would then have been quite a different significance and become much easier. This is my word to you this morning. Make sure that whether it's your spouse, somebody in your community, somebody who is around you, or even is your pastor or your imam, etc., or the elder of your family who is talking or saying something you think is not sensible, just pay little attention. You'll get to find that the observations and the things that you hear, etc., have more meaning than you think. So I want all of us to get motivated this morning to pay more attention to the things we hear, the things we see all around us. Well, a great friend of mine, great brother, that is Lawson Jandu, great friend, and good morning to you. Your wife is celebrating her birthday today, and I have to say that Splendy, Sandra Splendy Jandu, good morning to you. Today is your birthday. Your cake is not on Lawson, it's on me. So I'm making sure that in the afternoon we deliver your cake to you. Sandra Splendy. Jando, good morning to you and happy birthday. And for all of you who are celebrating your birthdays today, we know we don't know your names, but do have a great one. Now, we keep hearing all the negatives about meningitis and the outbreak of some diseases in schools, etc. Today we're going to have great listening, but great critical look at all the reported cases of meningitis in some senior high schools in the country. We've also heard of a case in Koforidua, for example, and the Koforidua Secondary Technical School and some other senior high schools also in the north recording some fatalities in some cases. But today on the show, we want to bring such issues closer to ourselves. Is it deadly? Is this something that's preventable? And this is what we decided to do. As a great production team, we decided to consult great medical doctors, and so they decided to nominate one of them to come into the studio. So we're going to have a medical doctor who is going to give us some tutoring and some education on what we should look out for some viral infection, meningitis, etc. But because it is topical as it could be, we've decided to also come from a senior high school near you today, right here in Accra. We want to gauge how a certain senior high school in Accra is preparing or perhaps conscientizing itself, the students, the staff, etc., about the outbreak of diseases and how they could manage it on their campuses, etc. So that's where we'll be roving from today. If perhaps you're a parent, you're a student yourself, or you're a concerned citizen, you want to send us a lot more messages on what has been happening as far as the outbreaks are concerned, it's very easy for you to do so. On Facebook, we have JoyNews on TV, and then we also have our interactive handle on Twitter at JoyNews on TV. And as you do that, please know that you can always watch us live through our YouTube channel, Major Online TV. Good morning to you, Alice Couture. You make me great outfits, and I have to say thank you very much. But today we're going to have in the studio Mohammed Abdulaziz. He's a member of parliament for Myong, and my good friend Daniel Ochem Abuaji, member of parliament for Bantama. And we'll be discussing many other issues. A lot of tension in Bimbila's government are reported to have killed and injured a girl. We also have the arrest of a cop and 3 others for armed robbery, etc. and the minority have had a lot of say about speculations about attempted moves to remove from or perhaps hurriedly encourage a second deputy governor, Dr. Siama of the Bank of Ghana, to resign his position. So we'll have great issues to discuss this morning with Mohamed Abdulaziz and Daniel Ochem Abuaje.